In this video, we are gonna see top 5 exchange level events that could end life as we know it. So, I think you have watched this movie 2012 or Armageddon. In 2012, due to the heat energy, the world is getting destroyed. And in Armageddon, we have this asteroid which is coming towards the Earth. On the beach, you know about what the trees end life as the sun. The sun could do something nasty. A meteor could strike, we could nuke ourselves out of extinctions. These are only a few well known extinction level events. There are so many ways to die. But first, what exactly is an extinction event? An extinction level event or ELE is a catastrophic resulting in the extinction of the majority of the species on the planet, which will literally destroy all the species whichever is in the world. It's not a normal extinction of species that occurs every day, but it isn't necessary for the sterilization of living organisms. We can identify major extinction events by examining the deposition and chemical components of the rock or with the fossil records and the evidence of the major events on the moons and other planets. So, let's get into the second one, which is, will the sun kill us? Yes, life as we know would exist in the without sun, but let's be honest. The sun has its own planet Earth, even if none of our other catastrophes on the list ever happen, the sun will end us. Stars like the burn brighter over time as they fuse hydrogen into helium in another billion years. It will be 10% brighter. While this might not seem significant, it will cause more water to evaporate. Water is a greenhouse gas, so traps the heat from the atmosphere, leading to more evaporation. Sunlight will break water into hydrogen and oxygen so it can bleed way into space. Should any life survive, we need oxygen. But this enters the red giant phase expanding out to the orbit of Mars. It is not likely any life will survive inside the sun. Next, geomagnetic reversal may kill us. The Earth is a gigantic magnet, as you all know, which has the love-hate relationship with the magnetic field protects us from the worst the sun throws at us. Every so often, the positions of the north and the south magnetic poles flip. How often the reversals occur and how long it takes the magnetic field to get settled, it's highly variable. Scientists aren't completely sure what will be happen when the poles flip. Maybe nothing, or maybe weakened magnetic field will expose Earth to the solar wind. I think I have already put a video on the solar wind. Check it out in my channel. Letting the sun steal a lot of oxygen, you know that gas humans breathe. Scientists say magnetic field reversals are always extension levels, even just sometimes. What is the big meteor as we see in the Armageddon? You may be surprised to learn the impact of an asteroid or a meteor only been connected with uncertainty to one mass extinction. The Cretaceous prodigious extinction event. Another impacts have been contributing factors to extinction but not the primary cause. The good news is that NASA claims about 95% of the comets an asteroid which is bigger than 1 kilometer in the diameter have been identified. The other good news is that scientists estimate that object to be need about 100 kilometers 60 miles across the wipe out all the life. The bad news is there are another 5% out. There are not much we can do about it. The significant threat with our present technology. No Bruce Willis cannot detonate a nuke and save us. Next, the sea. A day at the beach might seem idyllic, until you realize the blue part of the marble we call the earth is deadly than all the sharks in it. The oceans has a various causing of ELEs and methane caltrates molecules made of water and methane sometimes break from the continental shelves producing a methane eruption called a catalytic gun. The gun that shoots immense amounts of greenhouse gas into methane atmosphere. Such events are called to end Permian extension and the Palku thermal maximum. So, what's next? And the winner is volcanoes. So, while falling sea level has been associated with 12 extinction events, only 7 involve a significant loss of this species. On the other hand, volcanoes have led to 11 ELEs, all of them are significant. The end Permian or an end Triassic and the end Cretaceous extinctions are associated with volcanic eruptions called the flat basalt events. Volcanoes kill by releasing dust, sulfur oxides, and carbon dioxide that collapse food bacterias by inhibiting the photosynthesis, poison the land and sea with the acid rain, and produce the global warming. So now, thank you guys.